Okay, let's make things clear. From the very beginning, more and more people have thought that XRP would hit a huge milestone. Not only was $10,000 possible, it was also a sure thing and a rough guess. There is a lot more power behind that prediction now. We're talking about Larry Finn of Blackrock supporting this picture. And he's not just talking about the sad $10,000 per XRP. He's making it sound like we have to do it before we jump. Let's get right to the point of today's subject. Boss, I need some help. Want to be a part of our amazing community? Click the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do not worry, things will get better. Imagine that big names in finance like BlackRock and Vanguard are now actually thinking about using XRP to send money between countries. Some people have talked about BlackRock. BlackRock is thinking about putting out an ETF that is focused on XRP. You did hear right, but there's more. Wait a minute. Larry Fink isn't done yet. He's now looking at the huge $3 trillion real estate market and guessing what will happen to it in the future. You guessed it. The ledger for XRP is ready to turn all interactions into smart contracts. That huge amount of money, $1.2 quadrillion, comes from traders and foreign swaps made through ISDA. The XRP is set up to be the way the connection works. We're not just waving ledger. That's what teens do when we talk about $10,000 per XRP. The value could go through the roof by up to $60,000. Let us move on to the next part right away. Take a look. Another blast was set off by Larry Blackrock. He not only talks, but also acts like Ripple and its digital currency, XRP, are about to do something very important. He is tokenizing everything. One of the parts of our video is a movie that will get people's attention. We won't have to wait any longer because Larry seems to be confirming that BlackRock is making progress on an XRP ETF. Feel free to watch this clip now. One way we're legitimizing and making it safer is by looking forward to the release of the Bitcoin ETF. And allow me to say this. Are you going to make another ETF? Think about getting XRP or an ETF. There's Ether out there. That's true. Think about XRP. Would you like to answer that? I can't do what you want me to do. I do a good job. I can't have everything. Please give me the wrap. Thank you. In the past few days, there have been a lot of strange things happening in the world of cryptocurrencies. This XRP image on the popular market crypto.com saw its value leap to an amazing $43,000. This is not a one-time thing. As a whole, this fits a trend of XRP's value rising out of the blue. Remember how we talked about a $7,000 XRP problem at a big exchange just last week? Now it's crypto.com's turn, and it looks like these sudden price jumps for XRP are becoming more common on a number of markets. But let's talk about something completely different, something I learned after doing a lot of study that is just as interesting and has nothing to do with BlackRock or the recent rise in the price of XRP. We're going to talk about Gary Gensler, the famous SEC head who took over for Jake Gensler, always rates XRP as a security, which most of you probably already know. This part is interesting. Gary's brother, Robert M. Gensler, is amazingly close to Gary in age. Robert is very important to T-Price. If you look a little more closely, you'll see that trillion-dollar price isn't just any investment company when I was vice president during this time. It's a big name in the stock market, mostly in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. In this case, this is an interesting link. The SEC still considers XRP to be a security, even though Gary Gensler is in charge of it. Much of his money is in XRP and other cryptocurrencies. His twin brother works for a well-known investment company. It's an interesting job. That makes a lot of things worse. It's interesting to think that Vice President of trillion-dollar price Robert Gensler might have some unique insights into the complicated forces at work in the world of cryptocurrency investments and laws. Robert Gensler knows more than most about how XRP could be similar to Bitcoin. This case gets stronger when you consider that the company has big positions in all three cryptocurrencies. The SEC, on the other hand, denies that Gensler traded on inside information. Several stories and studies have shown otherwise. These studies, which are mostly about insider trade and market manipulation, have often shown that the SEC is using questionable methods. It looks like a trend is beginning to form. People who work for the SEC seem to be telling their family members about which digital assets might soon no longer be seen as stocks. Then these cousins put money into the assets right away. When the asset is officially ruled not to be a security, its value goes through the roof, making these friends and family very rich by buying low and selling high. Let us look at the possibility that Robert and Gensler learned about the SEC's possible loss in a case against XRP from his brother Gary Gensler, who has inside information. With this kind of information, Congress might be able to push for a settlement. With the SEC and Ripple Labs on board, now is a great time for student investors to buy XRP. However, as the price of the cryptocurrency rises, more money is flowing into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most importantly, XRP, which adds another part to this game. There is a lot of talk in the cryptocurrency world that XRP could go up to $10,000, $20,000, or even $60,000. For example, Jack the Ripper predicts a sharp rise in value that could go over $589. This comes from analysts who have been bullish on the asset. Even though it's a bold prediction, it shows how people are becoming more interested in XRP and its possibilities in the cryptocurrency space. Wall Street wants to get in on the XRP action because it's so profitable. I think an XRP ETF will be the first big move. But let's talk about it in more depth. Crypt Basics has some interesting news to share that goes beyond the surface of this event. An analyst report that JP Morgan has made a big move into XRP has caught the attention of a former Ripple director. This new information made me think, and it's something we need to look into further. This is how the story goes from here. A well-known person in the crypto world said that Ben Armstrong, who used to work for the BitBoy crypto brand, had brought up some controversial CLS claims about JP Morgan's alleged involvement in XRP. This made Armstrong, who used to be the director of Ripple, respond. He says that JP Morgan has a lot of XRP tokens right now, --7.5 million. Armstrong goes on to say that this deal made up about 7.5% of all of JP Morgan's transactions. To put things in perspective, though, this math looks wildly wrong. Armstrong's number doesn't quite add up because JP Morgan owns a huge $3.89 trillion worth of assets as of 2023. The value of 7.5 million XRP at the moment, which is $4.46 million dollars, is not even close to 7.455% of JP Morgan's wealth. Armstrong talks about how important JP Morgan's supposed strategy and their secret XRP hoard are. According to him, this makes JP Morgan a major player in the Bitcoin market. As a result, big names on Wall Street like JP Morgan may be getting into the cryptocurrency space, especially now that XRP is out there. The idea that big banks are getting into cryptocurrency is a good one, even if the numbers aren't completely correct. It shows that traditional finance and the world of digital currencies are connected in a bigger way, with XRP at the center of some interesting changes in Armstrong's work as well. Blackrock, the giant of asset management, has gotten a lot of attention because of some bold comments. His claims that BlackRock has recently gotten permission from its own owners are causing a lot of trouble. The Bitcoin ETF wants to put its money into XRP now. After that, Armstrong went on, this is also meant to bring attention to the current legal battle between Ripple and the US. Securities and Exchange Commission, which is about how these huge financial companies are getting involved. And the point is, even though the current legal drama shows that people are very sure that XRP has a bright future, think if this pattern of accumulation is real. That would mean that big banks are betting on XRP, even though it has had a rough past with regulators. Wall Street was always going to start using Bitcoin. It seemed like a pipe dream when I first talked about this more than 5 years ago. I respectfully disagree that the question is not if, but when this is, because of where Bitcoin is now and how unlikely it is that XRP will follow suit. Having said that, the exact situation shown in Armstrong's picture needs more thought. But that might not show the whole story, but hear this, because of Armstrong's shocking claims, the story gets more complicated.